They are classless trash, and I don't talk to trash. I throw it in the garbage. Tamra Jo.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Don't Let It Stu. It's Friday. We are starting our weekend. I have a special guest that I kind of stalked on Instagram, probably for a while now. Oliver Sims the fourth.
Yeah, the fourth. Yeah.
You guys probably have seen him on TikTok, Instagram. He does lip syncs. Not lip sync. Is it lip sync? Lip sync of
lip sync,
of famous housewife scenes. And they are such a treat to watch, and they're so funny. And I want to talk to you about that as well. But hi, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. And you're in Dallas, right?
Yes, I'm in Dallas. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so funny. I have the same sweater that you're wearing.
You do?
Or the polo. Yeah, I wore it at the U.S. Open. I literally bought it for the U.S. Open this year. That's so cute.
Nice. No, I love this. I want to get in different colors too.
I know it is. It's just the polo is fucking awesome. But you either want to move to New York or Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, like I don't know which one I want to go to because it's like both are so much better for like what I would want to be doing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's kind of up in the air, but I don't know.
I guess it's like, which one do you want? Which one? Where do you want to spend more money?
Okay, yeah, exactly. Like, where do I want to spend more money? Because it's like
you could always
totally
start off in LA and then progress to New York, like get a feel for LA, and you
Yeah.
go back and forth and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, come
Especially
to
because I
LA.
love my car too much, and it's like I don't want to give up my car yet. So maybe LA might be the move for that.
Yeah, do you know what? I love my car. I live in it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
great. We're going to. I will usually I do like a thing at the beginning, like to get it off my chest. It's not really a get off my chest thing, but you know what? I went to the dry cleaners yesterday. Got a lot of my clothes dry cleaned because I'm trying to get all my shit together for BravoCon, right? As you know, and we'll be hanging out
same.
there. And so I put a lot of stuff in, and I think it was like $110. Like I put like a suits and pants and all that stuff, right? I'm like, great, it's my dry cleaners. But I went in yesterday to pick them up. This has never happened to me before, and there are good people out there. I swear there really are. If you stay positive, you get good people coming at you. So I went in, and she's like, oh, it's $110, but she's like, but you have $100 credit on your account. And I'm like,
Oh,
did you lose a jacket of mine or something? Like, did you you know what I mean? And she's like, I don't know how. And I'm like, I said, look, I'll take it. But I said, I don't know. And she's like, they probably found $100 bill in one of your jackets and they credited it. Now I was like, that could actually make sense because sometimes I'll put like
that would
$100
make
bill if I'm going out just to have some cash. But it's not nice. That was so nice.
that was so nice. See, that's the thing. I have beef with my dry cleaners because I just took my jeans there to get dry cleaned because I don't like to
Yeah.
wash this specific pair because they're
Okay.
Loewe and they starched the jeans. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to wash them twice and then like heavily iron them. And the Loewe jeans are thick. So I had to iron
Yeah.
it for like a good 30 minutes. Like
starch,
for,
like
for each
cardboard.
pant leg. Yeah. So I was so mad. So I need to find a new dry cleaners. But yeah, I'm glad you had good luck with yours.
Okay, out of the gate, and everybody's talking about it this morning. Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy and the husband on fraud charges. I was just over in Zach Peters' show
Yeah.
on YouTube, playing Zach. It was funny. And we were kind of talking a bit about it, which was great because now I actually know more information to talk to you about it. But go ahead, tell me what you know, or is there anything different that I
Okay.
don't know?
So basically, let me just set the timeline up. So this
Yeah.
was like last year in April, they had a burglary at their home. They were on vacation and they had a burglary. It was like in early April or something like that. And I
Yeah.
remember reading like TMZ articles about it, and I was like, dang, that's really weird. But one thing I thought was weirder was that they never mentioned it on the show. I just thought that was very weird. They never mentioned
Wait,
it, so I kind of
really?
forgot about it. Yeah, they never talked about it because they were burglarized in between filming. So like the
Yeah.
season finale aired, I think it was like February into March. Karen got sentenced, and then they started picking up cameras in May. So this was in April, like in between that,
Okay.
when they got
Okay.
burglarized. So I was expecting them to talk about it, like probably with this past season, but like
Yeah.
that never happened. I don't
And it
know.
was in the
It was
news
just
and
very
TMZ
weird.
and stuff, was it, when it happened?
hmm
Yeah,
hmm
okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
wild
it's
that
like
they didn't talk about that.
Yeah. And then I forgot about it. And then I woke up this morning. Like, mind you, I went to the Potomac premiere party and it was so nice.
Yeah,
I met them and they were so sweet. Like I loved them so
great.
much. Like
Yeah.
I remember honestly, I liked Wendy like on the show. And so to go from that to waking up this morning and seeing those mugshots, I was like, oh my gosh, they are
Like they're
like,
full on.
yeah.
He looks like Jason
So
Derulo. I
it
think. Look,
looked like they were on Happy Eddie, I'm not gonna lie. They,
I'm not wrong. Come on, look at
yeah,
it.
it was, I was so shocked to see that. And so now it makes sense because after reading police reports and like the
Yeah.
case information, it seems as though that allegedly they had just like it was staged. And
Yes.
that's what it seems to be because the police said that, you know, the point of entry was a window on the second floor of the house, and below the window was a deck, but none of the furniture had been moved. And the window was above the toilet. So in order to get down, you have to have marks on the toilet. But after the police had like scaled the roof and gotten onto the toilet, they put marks on it. But whenever they came back from vacation, there were no like marks on the toilet. There was just other things that just didn't make sense. Also, they had their alarm system on, which they it detected no motion the entire time whenever they were gone in the
Dude,
house. Yeah, and also
if you're
they
going to
said that
do it right. I mean, you
they,
know what I mean? I just these
yeah,
like these criminals or like whatever, but allegedly and stuff. But like,
yeah,
you know when you read
it,
stories and people like steal and
mhm,
they do things, and you see like the dumbest mistakes
yeah.
that they don't think about. Go on anyway.
And that's well, that's the thing. It's like she has 4 degrees, and she always talks about it. She has 4 degrees, and she's a doctor and a professor and a political
Yeah,
commentator, and he's a
amazing.
lawyer. And it's like,
Oh
okay,
God,
yeah. So
guys,
I, I'm, and that's like I
was it
really like them.
kleptomania?
Yeah. That's the thing. I really like them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so like conflicted because dang, if what is in here is true,
Yeah,
then like wow, that is just really bad. But yeah. Oh, and then also like Wendy apparently was like wearing a ring that she said was stolen.
I saw that part.
Um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, come
and
on, Jesus, stop!
yeah,
Like,
yeah, it was interesting. And you know, this is just gonna play out over the next several months because Wendy's about to go on that what is it, Real Housewives, the Wiveswap one. So she's going on the Wiveswap, and it's gonna air I think this upcoming week. So
okay, that
it's just
is.
gonna be
I
very,
mean,
yeah,
this. I just don't
yeah,
like, and as you said, like multiple PhDs or degrees, whatever. He's an attorney, and I remember like was talking to Zach. Oh, also Zach said on his podcast, I didn't know that they would get like luxury goods, so they'd buy them,
hmm,
get the receipt for they paid for them, then go back in, or
yeah,
exchange and
return.
refund them, get the refund, and
Hmm,
then they use those things to
hmm,
say that they were stolen. Now
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
That's
another.
what, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say like that's also what I was gonna say. Like that's another thing that they were doing, and I have so many thoughts, but I have no words for it because I'm like, what? How did this? How like how? I out of everyone on Potomac's cast, I would have
Yeah.
not expected them to do it. I just wouldn't have expected
Really?
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like, you know, Karen. Yeah, she went to jail for her 4 DUIs, and
Which is insane.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, that is insane. Like, four? That's a lot. So it's like I just wouldn't have expected it because it's like Wendy also, they just like hold themselves to like a higher standard, like in a higher regard and whatnot. So because of that, it's like I just wouldn't have expected it from them. I would have expected it from other people on the cast, but not
Yeah. I
not
mean,
Wendy.
like, like I remember Garcelle on like Beverly Hills, she used to always say that about Dorit and PK, and
Mm.
about like burglary
Okay,
and all that
and
kind of stuff. See, like I can kind of see it from
yeah.
those people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I see it from them too. So I'm like, how did you let PK and Dorit outsmart you? Like, how did that happen? That's so
right?
weird. But oh
It's
my gosh,
hilarious. It's so
I
funny.
just, yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to me because I'm like, I just
Now,
didn't expect it. Yeah.
we're Potomac just started, right? So,
Hmm.
well, I wonder will they get any of this if they pick up cameras, like, you know what I mean? But it's what just
And
started, right?
well, that's the thing. So yeah, it just started last Sunday. The second episode's about to come out this upcoming
Yeah.
Sunday, and like I know for a fact like they're going to be ending it with Karen because I heard rumors that they picked up cameras just for Karen, and they're gonna do like a whole sit down thing with Karen. Like I heard so many rumors
Cool.
about that. So now they have the whole thing with Karen, and now Wendy on top of it. It's like, how
It's
is this gonna
amazing.
play out? So
No,
yeah,
it's just like Bravo is just like foaming at the bit. Like they're
yeah,
just
they
like, this
are.
is incredible. We don't even have to like. It's just, I mean, they just like Bravo just continuously like gets
Hmm.
like just these gifts all the time where
Yes,
they're just like,
yes,
we don't even need to produce this shit. This is amazing.
exactly,
We don't have to
exactly.
pay anybody. You know, it's like
I saw so many
great.
tweets today saying that, like, this is a day in Bravo history where all these Bravo fans will just
Yeah,
drop everything that they're doing and they can't
yeah.
focus on anything else but this. And I'm like, exactly, because I haven't been able
Um,
to make other TikToks today because I've been focusing on this too much.
uh, which, so wait there. Do you think will she be at BravoCon? Are they doing panels?
Yeah,
You
they're
don't
doing
know.
panels, and so as of right now, yeah, she'll be there, but we'll see if anything changes. So
Um, so tell me about because I've like so many questions for you. So tell me about your Instagram, your videos. How would
yeah.
that start? Like, how did that? Because I
Hmm.
know like people have done them kind of before in the past. Like I've seen Brad Goreski do Lisa Rinna and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, dressing up. You've seen them too. Um,
Hmm.
when did you start doing them?
So I started doing this. This was like February 2024. And it's not like I wanted to. I just happened to fall into it. So one of my friends had commented on my TikTok and was like, "Your lip syncs are so good." And I just
Yeah,
happened to reply to that comment with the first ever Housewives sound that I used. And it was like Shereé. And,
yeah,
when Andy was like, "So what happened to She by Shereé?" And she was like, "Joggers." That was the first one I
yeah,
got. And that one
yeah.
got
So good.
millions of views.
Yeah,
People then were like, "Oh wait, you have to do the follow up to it, or you have to do this scene
that's
from
great.
Atlanta.
They're
You have to
just
do this
sending
one."
you the clips.
Hmm.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, snowballed into it, and then
Yeah.
I just started doing all that. And I was like, "Dang, this is really sticking." Okay, let me just go ahead and dive into it. And I had started watching Housewives maybe like a year or two prior. Like I
Oh
was a
wow.
new, yeah, like
Newbie. Yeah.
I haven't been watching it for that long. Like what, maybe 3 years max. That's
Yeah.
it. Like I haven't been watching it for that long. So and that's like Potomac was my first one that I started with too. So
Great.
like, yeah. But yeah, so that's how it started. And it just kind of progressed. People really liked it. And then Bravo reached out and whatnot. And so my thing is, I used to do acting in middle school and high school, like a bunch of musical
Great.
theater.
Yeah.
And I guess that is how I'm able to, I guess, emulate the housewives. And I don't like to wear wigs. I don't wear wigs at
No,
all.
you
I
don't
don't put
need
on
to.
any
It's
makeup.
great.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it's just mainly my face. The only thing that I'll do is just put on the shirt of the same color or like something similar, like a jacket or whatnot that like resembles what they're doing. Or
Yeah.
sunglasses, something like that. But I won't do like wigs or makeup. I'm not gonna do that. So
No,
that I
it's
don't know. It was
exhausting, and
just
then it's not going to be fun
yeah,
for you because it's just going to be like, I don't have
exactly.
that wig, I can't do it, and then you're going to be go crazy, try to be a
Yeah.
perfectionist, and it's like, no, it's because when I watch it, like obviously, like the mouth movements is perfect, but then you match the facial expressions, and it's
Yeah.
really, really funny, guys. You got to go watch it. It's like I loved the one you did with Mary Cosby and Heather.
Oh
That was
yeah.
really funny because you did that kind of like when she talks about, like, like psychotis, tastes like hospital.
Yeah.
And then Heather's
Yeah, literally
like,
just like
amazing. Yeah.
and that's the
Can
thing.
you do it
So
here again?
yeah. And when I met Mary, she was like, "You do me so well." I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
that's so
I
nice.
appreciate it." Yeah, she was so sweet. She was so sweet. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
just a little
It's,
background on like how I did all that and whatnot. So we'll see where everything goes from here. But yeah, it's just
did
fun.
you do and if you haven't, please do it. Have you done the French fries and French fries one? Have I seen that? Have you seen me doing that?
Oh, I actually just posted that one yesterday.
Okay,
Actually,
great. I
just
haven't
posted
seen it yet.
yesterday.
Okay. So good.
Hmm.
That was
And it's
really
actually
funny.
so funny. So Lisa Barlow's in my comments. And I love her so much. Like I text her like
Mm.
pretty often, but she's in my comments going back and forth with people talking about like Wendy's fries and
Needs to
stuff.
stop. She needs to stop. Oh my God. She came after me like what she did a clip with me and Jamie Rice were talking about it, and we're talking
Mhm.
about like her in the back of the car going to that party, and she looked really worried and she was anxious looking and all this stuff. And I was just
Mhm.
like, look, I think something big she's hiding, these
Mhm.
dismissal boards, this luncheon, this is fucking stupid. Like I don't know what's going
Mhm.
on. And I was like, I think like big like bankruptcy things or whatever.
Mm.
And then she responded, absolutely not. Like, like underneath. I was like, girl, get out of the comments. What is this, Gretchen? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
God, it's so
Yeah, yeah.
funny. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's great fun. It's
It's
all great fun, and it's
yeah.
not serious, and it's great.
Yeah,
Um,
like I always tell them that like I just do not want you to feel like I'm making fun of you. I don't
no,
want anyone to feel that way. I just do it because it's fun. Like it's just fun stuff. So yeah.
it's like it's so great when people do impersonations of you. It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
so funny. I mean, look, I have an
Exactly.
Irish accent. So many people used to do like impersonation, or not impersonation, like just friends of mine just make fun of your accent and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like funny. I just like whatever. And then I'm like, that's a terrible accent, but whatever. But I'm not blocking you.
Hmm.
I sent you a clip yesterday. Well, first of all, I always like talk a bit about Taylor Swift and like the new album and stuff like
Hmm.
that. It's growing
Hmm.
on me, everybody. Like I
Hmm.
will probably get there. I'm going to do a funny reel next week, kind of call it like the progression of a Taylor Swift song. So you'll see me
Hmm.
go from like 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 in the video. I haven't
Hmm.
figured out yet. I actually might need your help with that to tell me how I do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Um,
help.
yeah, just to kind of sync it up with music and stuff. But also I sent Oliver a clip yesterday, and I don't know if many people have seen it. So we have this song, Actually Romantic, right? And they're saying it's about Charlie XCX. Now, there was a guy on TikTok, and he had a friend that worked at a radio show where she was being interviewed.
Hmm.
And apparently the team, they have a kind of a powwow saying like, what can we bring up? What can we not talk about? You know, we want to have a great fun interview, this, that, and the other. So they were said, do not talk about the Actually Romantic song, what it means, the Charlie XCX of it, and this, that, and the other. And they were kind of like, well, why? Like everyone's talking about it. And so they're like, yeah, that's the point. It's getting so much press. But the song is kind of not about Charlie XCX, which actually I'm happy about if it's not,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
Taylor's about like building women up, supporting women, this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. And then like you're tearing someone down. Like I said,
Yeah,
please
it's like
don't
a
do that.
contradiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope it's not like actually about her and she's just you know how it's like let's say like behind this like Charlie and Taylor are just like actually just laughing and they're just letting
Yeah.
all the fans just like drive up sales and whatnot because and actually like Brat's getting a lot of streams because of what's happening with
Support for
the
her.
life of the show
And I mean,
culture. Yeah,
Taylor's going to be
exactly with that.
fine. Like they're going to listen to Taylor
Of
anyway.
course, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Mm,
that's really funny because it's just
yeah.
because like I know Taylor can be kind of a bit like she does mixed messages in her songs and so forth, but
A lot.
um,
Yeah. She
yeah, a
does a
lot.
lot
And
of
it's like,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
sometimes it's fun, but like when it gets like kind of mean and petty, and it's like, girl,
Hmm.
you release 65 vinyls, you're making a shit ton of money, even though the
Yeah.
initial reaction of the album wasn't great. I think people are
Hmm.
kind of finding their way and they're getting there. Um, I always just
Yeah.
wish that the title of the album wasn't called Showgirls because
I
it
just
doesn't
don't.
emulate that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like it really it doesn't, and so that's why I was really confused whenever I listened to it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Like I don't think it's a bad album at all. I
I think
just
it's
was
a lovely
very
album.
confused. Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah. Like
stop calling it Showgirls and stop dressing up in Showgirls outfits on all the fucking vinyls. That's it.
yeah, because
That's
I
my
was
only other
expecting
thing.
something way different. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I was, but
It could have
yeah.
been just like do you know what she
Also,
should
it's
have
like
called it? She should have called it
what?
Karma, because like everyone's waiting for the Karma album. This could have just
Yeah.
been, she could have just slapped this orange, put Karma on it.
Hmm.
It's on the Karma wall in the music video. Everybody would have been happy about it because it's kind of like
Yeah.
she's found her happiness. She's found her guy. Like
Yeah.
Karma is
Yeah.
my boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? I got the good
Yeah.
karma
Yeah.
in the end. It
Hmm.
all would have matched out. It would have,
Honestly, yeah. That's a good take. Yeah, I like that.
and nobody would have
That's good.
complained because it would have been just like another Taylor Swift album,
Yeah, exactly.
you know? Yeah.
So I
Whatever.
don't know.
It's not really that deep. I just, I just have to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. So, the Orange County reunion was last
Oh,
night. They recorded it. I just have one word I can say, and the word is, it was insane. That's all I've
mm,
heard. So, and that's all I'll say. I don't
mm.
know anything else about it. Anyway,
What do
um,
you think about the chart?
oh yeah, let's get into the chart. Forgot about that.
Mm,
Well, like I was angry at first because I just felt like the
hmm.
storyline was so surrounded about Katie, and then
Exactly.
so I just feel like Katie should have been at least number two. maybe not
Yeah,
top
I
dollar
agree.
because, you know, she wasn't on
Hmm.
someone, there were so many episodes she wasn't on, and there's
Hmm.
still, I think, probably 2 or 3 more episodes with Amsterdam coming up, and she doesn't go on that trip,
Yeah, that's
which
true. Yeah.
sucks. So for that reason, fine. And then Gretchen's a friend of, so that's why she's at the end.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I feel like she could have been in Heather's spot though. You know, Heather could have been at the end, but then Heather would never like
Yeah.
not want that.
Honestly, I agree. I agree. I do think that like she should have just been like further up on the couch, not farther back. But yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, I understand. So we get into the episode last night.
Hmm.
We start off at the Innocence Center and they're making hats for the cowboy party with Gretchen. And then kind of like Emily and Gretchen kind of sit and kind of bounces back and forth. Then we go to Gina, Heather, and Tamra. They're sitting at the table. You can just tell when Heather walks up to that table, she is like, I'm so fucking over these bitches. Like, she's
Yeah.
like, I just don't want to be here because I'm going to have to apologize to Tamra and just
Hmm.
accept it for what it is. I'm not going to fight with her. I love you. And then Tamra's like, well, no, you don't trust me. And I'm really hurt and this and the other.
Hmm.
Fair point. But like, Heather has her reasons too. You know, like
Exactly.
it's
Exactly. It's
okay.
kind of like,
Okay.
like on the scales.
And then you have Gina kind of like licking her ass. You know, Gina's like, I want to secure next fucking season. You know, I know
Yeah.
people are sick of looking at me in this fucking casita. You know, organizing shoes.
Hmm.
You know, it's like seriously. But so that was it.
Hmm.
And then we go back to. I didn't really get this conversation with. We had Gretchen and Emily, and they're at the hat store, and they finally sit down. The woman's going off to make these hats or whatever. And then, and then kind of Gretchen's like, see, you're the problem. Emily's like, no, I'm not the problem. Like, I just called Tamara out saying like,
Yeah.
hey, I did say this at Heather's
Hmm.
party. So
It's
like, Emily's telling the truth, right? And she's just being
yeah.
like, hey, this is kind of how I feel. So she's telling the truth. The truth is still not good enough. So then you might as well fucking lie. But then when you lie, you get called out for lying. But then if you apologize, it's not good enough. It's like just
Yeah.
shoot yourself. Like it's just
No, honestly, it's like what should I even do at this point? Like what so should I just exit the room? Should I leave? Should I just cease to exist? Like that's the only thing that would be happy. That would
what
make her
was like
happy.
why what was Gretchen accusing Emily of again at that little sit down? Like, well, did I miss it?
I'm
I
confused. No, I'm
I was
confused.
confused too.
Yeah, I'm
I
confused. I
think
honestly
Gretchen
couldn't even
wanted
tell
to
you.
blame Emily for. Oh yeah, Gretchen was kind of blaming Emily for like, well, you're the one that wanted to call Slade for the video of the song and this and the other. And Emily was like, and you wanted to hear like the noises of her like having sex and stuff. Emily was like, no, I wasn't. You're the one that brought it up. I was like, oh, call Slade. Let's listen to the song, which is fine to have a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh.
Hmm.
Heather was the same way too. Heather was like, oh, just listen to the song. I don't care about the other stuff. Heather said.
Hmm.
Gretchen was the one that wanted it out there. The
Yeah,
others were like,
it was.
we're not fucking touching that.
Hmm.
But we want to have a bit of
Hmm.
fun with Tamara with the kind of crazy voice and singing the song. Like, fine. And Tamara was like, I don't give a shit. Like, whatever. I was at a friend's house doing it, this, that, and the other. You know, no big deal. But it's always the finger pointing. It seems like now with Gretchen, she brings it
Yes,
up, but
yes,
then blames you
and
for reacting
hmm
to it.
and it's like that really gets just oh exhausting. It gets exhausting. Like, and
And
honestly,
here's the
at that
thing.
point, I was ready to change my channel.
Yeah. And the thing about it is as well, it's like it's not sustainable. You can't keep like
Mm-mm.
you need to kind of like you need to be this kind of roller coaster, like hit the hills, the highs, the
Yeah,
lows, ups and downs. Like you need to kind of like switch it up a bit. You need to be kind of like on somebody's team and then have a bit of drama over here and then be
yeah,
apologetic over here. Like you need to have all these different kind of
yes.
personalities to keep you on top. But if you're just like
Hmm.
one person that's always blaming, always accusing, always it's like we don't want to hear. I mean, Shannon went through that
Yeah,
too. Shannon was like, stop blaming everybody. Stop blaming shit for your
exactly.
drinking or your DUI and stuff like that. And she really kind of had a
Mm-hmm.
come to Jesus moment, was like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
gotten in the car. You know, it was almost like someone had to like
Yeah,
walk her along to say that,
yeah.
remember?
Hmm.
Um, and people loved her afterwards. After she owned it, people were like, great, like Shannon's going to get better. And
Hmm.
she's, you know, whatever. Um, then we have I love this. I love when Bravo does montages on these shows. So you have
Yes.
like they're sitting down and Gretchen and and Emily are talking, and Emily's like, yeah, I think she like left like 5 times. And then it does a montage of like, Tamara's like, I quit. I'm done. I'm done. She walks up the stairs, she walks back down the stairs, she walks back up the stairs, she walks back. It's just funny. I love her. Like, I love Tamara. It's great.
No, I do too. I love Tamra.
So, and then we get to dun 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 the scene of, and I literally screamed at the TV and like started clapping. Like when I saw like Katie's shoes walking towards the restaurant to go meet Tamara at the bar, I was like, finally, here we fucking go with the receipts, with the text messages to kind of really just start to clear her name, you know, because it's been really unfair what has happened.
Yeah. This was the first episode I've watched of OC since Katie's been gone. Because I was so sick of watching them, like, and how they were treating her. So whenever Katie was gone, I was like, okay, I'm gone. Whenever she gets back on, I'll watch. I haven't watched since. So this is the first episode since then. And so I was just happy to see her on my screen. And yeah, thank God she brought those receipts.
She needed to. And it's like, always keep the screenshots, always keep the text messages. I fucking certainly do anyway.
I never delete mine off my iPad or my MacBook. I keep them there.
Like, I mean, if anybody saw my Instagram yesterday, they saw I did a nice throwback to Jill Zarin's cooking lunch at her house in Boca Raton. If you know, you know. But had to say it, you know, someone went a bit nuts yesterday on your radio show.
Maybe they just needed a hug.
Did you know what? That's what he needs. He needs a big hug. He does.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gretchen, sorry guys, I'm just reading my notes here. So then Tamara, they meet. So Tamara sits down with Katie. They go back and forth, and you can really see Katie kind of just like kind of holding back the tears. Like she just really feels like she was fucked by Jen. Like that was a genuine friendship that she really felt like she lost. And you know, but I also think, like, maybe to give Jen a tiny bit of credit, like I feel like she just made the wrong choice and thought maybe the better option is to go with Gretchen because she's been on here for a long time. She's back again. She'll probably be here for a few more seasons. I don't think that's happening now. But
but yeah, I agree with you.
Katie's the newbie. Like, I know I'm kind of fucking Katie over, but like I want to stay on the show and I want the paycheck and stuff. So I feel like that kind of played into it. But you know, we all see it now. She made the wrong choice.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, I do think that she just made the wrong choice, but then it's like how she's been like doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on it. I'm like, whoa, this is a lot.
Phone calls. There was phone calls from Slade that tell you all stay on the same page. There's something legal going on. You can't talk about it, like scaring them, and then they all stuck to it, and then it just started to fall apart. And then that's when Katie was like, I think they're in New Orleans, and she was like, well, yeah, you told me at Maestros, like that's what happened, and then that kind of made a collapse. The two of them stuck together against Katie, and then they're like, you know, you've 2 against 1. Now Katie's a liar. Thank God for fucking phones and text messages and phone calls, you know.
Right.
Then Emily gets out and she runs off because they have a fight. Because Emily's like, I'm not dealing with this. And you know what? I kind of agree with Emily in this situation. Like it wasn't her fault. It really wasn't. Then we go to Shannon, Jen with the dogs. And this psychic is telling, I can't with this. Like, this nonsense. They need to come up with better fucking, like, activities. Call me down there. Let me do a fucking cooking demo with you bitches, you know? Like, honestly, it's like this psychic and, you know, now Jen's dog is too fat. It needs a stroller. Like, give me a break. Poor Archie. Just poor Archie. Now Archie needs a brother. So probably a storyline for next season. Shannon gets a new dog. You know what? I don't mind that story. I'd like to see that.
It's like cute and wholesome.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, it really does. You know, it keeps it more normal. I think the most relatable thing we could see is Gina organizing shoes. We go to the casita. We were talking about that. I was talking about that on Zach's podcast, like with regards to Potomac and the two of them, the fraud and everything like that. Like I was like to Zach, I'm like, wait, one's a lawyer, the other one has a PhD, multiple degrees, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, are they not making money? And Zach's like, I really think it comes down to that thing of keeping up with the Joneses. They're spending all this money. It's like, God, man, you can't.
And it's like, one thing I will say just quickly like go like back to Potomac.
Yeah,
Um, so a lot of people will nickname a lot of like my friends at least they'll nickname Real Housewives of Potomac to be Real Housewives of Potomac because they're not like rich
sure,
housewives.
sure,
But
okay,
you have to give them credit where credit is due. If they're
but they bring
living
it.
within their means, hey, and they're not doing any type of illegal activities, let them be. So
Yeah.
it just happens to be that they're on the show. If I know you want to see like wealthier people on, but like if they're entertaining and they can still live within their means, good for them because you do not want this type of situation to happen. But yeah,
But I think like, well, like I don't mind seeing that, like because there's a
yeah,
franchise for every kind of vibe, whatever you're looking
exactly,
for. Look, aspirational.
exactly.
It probably the most would be New York and Beverly Hills, right? The richest, I think,
Yes,
right? Out of the
yes.
two of them, I would say, kind of, yeah.
Hmm.
And so there you have that if you wanted.
Hmm.
But sometimes those women just can't bring it. They're fucking boring
Yeah,
as fuck. You know,
yeah.
like Salt Lake City has kind of a good in between. I don't think anybody's like
Hmm.
uber wealthy on that, but
Yeah.
there's a bit of keeping up with the Joneses on there too. But
Hmm.
those girls are hilarious, and I could watch
They
them all
are
day. They're so funny.
exactly like
Um,
each franchise has their own thing that brings it and that makes it work.
yeah.
But yeah. Mhm.
I'd always like them to bring Dallas back. Dallas was fun.
Okay, so let me talk about it because I've met a couple of the Dallas housewives, like just living here,
Yeah.
and I absolutely love, love, love Tiffany Moon. She owns some of my favorite hotels here in Dallas,
Oh
and I'll
wow.
just go
Okay.
there because they're just like really. She's the real deal. I love Tiffany Moon. She's smart. She's pretty. She's got the deep pockets. She's got it going on,
Yeah.
and she's funny. Like in person, she's so
It's
funny,
like
and she's great to talk to.
I see Leanne like every year. Like I see her at
Yes.
Jill Darren's luncheon, whatever that we hang out. Sometimes I've
Yes.
like one year I've stayed in her bed and we just chatted up all
Hmm.
night and stuff like that. The best time she starts talking about guns. I'm like,
Yes.
girl, I don't have one. Like, can you stop? You know, and like she's fucking hilarious. I love her so much. She's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
people, like in a housewife. She's just fun and a good time.
Hmm.
And it's like, I don't know what it would take for it. I could see a renewal. Like I really could.
So I do see a renewal in Dallas's future. I do think that it might take a bit longer than Miami's renewal, their hiatus and whatnot. I do think it would take longer than that, but I do see them eventually coming back to Dallas because it's like there is a lot that's been going on here since Real Housewives has left here. Like
Yeah.
so much has happened, and it's a lot more. Obviously, like the Metroplex here, I think this is like now the fourth biggest in the U.S. Like it usurped Houston, and then they're saying like in 10 years it's going to be bigger than Chicago. But there's so much like wealth and money here, and I've
Mm,
gone to private Christian schools all my life,
yeah.
and so I've seen it firsthand. And so like I was surprised that it took them that long to make one in Dallas, but also I'm not surprised as to why it went off air. But yeah, I have met Leanne. She's very nice, and yeah, she was very funny, very funny.
She's funny. She doesn't give a shit. She's
Hmm.
great.
Oh wait,
Um,
actually, one of the housewives' kids from Dallas went to my high school. It was the one
oh really?
that's set. Yeah, I mean it was K through 12 school, but and so the daughter was really young. But basically, it was season one, episode one, and it was Brandy when she called wine Jesus juice, and the kids were wearing my school uniform, and my school they were like, you can't do that, so they kicked them out of the school.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Oh, tea. Um,
Hmm.
okay, we go to then Emily brings over the people that are going to jail or they got out of jail, right? And she's
Yeah.
helping the Innocence
Hmm.
Project and stuff like that. And they all sit down in her house. And somebody made a point
Hmm.
where it said, like, remember, like, she pulled up all the stuff with Katie at the reunion and she's like, well, the police don't lie. But, like,
Like
what's happening here? Like, what's
the
happening here?
contradiction.
They're like, yeah, it's a contradiction. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I was just something kind of, I was like, oh, it's a really good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Um, we go to the cowboy party. Travis looks really good as a cowboy. I don't want him with any girl from Gina. Gina actually had a one-liner here, and I thought it was actually really
Hmm.
funny. Sometimes um, she can dish out something.
Hmm.
When she donated like $5,000 to the fund,
Hmm.
and they're in the middle of like congratulating them, and then like Terry goes up, and she's like, "Damn! Oh my God! Can the bitch have a moment?" That was funny. It was really, really funny. And they were talking about like the cowboy dancing, and Gina's like, I'm more of a glow sticks in the club kind of person. And they do this like
Yeah.
kind of like this is the fun of Housewives that we all
Hmm.
like. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
just it just got
Exactly.
too dark.
Hmm.
What else? Is there anything else in that scene that kind of popped out to you? Or
Honestly,
like,
no.
no,
Mm-mm.
it's just it
It
was
was
kind of
just, it
fun.
was like fun, but it was just, yeah.
It's fun. It was just like whatever they were like line dancing, all that kind of
Hmm.
stuff, trying to do it. Shannon wasn't able to do
Hmm.
it, and then something that actually stuck out for me. They were talking about, so you have Tamra and then you have Slade and Gretchen. The two of them tried to confront Tamra. Tamra's like, I'm not doing this, but I gave you little breadcrumbs to say like, oh, Katie told me a bunch of information about
Hmm.
Slade and this and the other, but she was like, no, I'm saving this. And you could tell like, she's like, I'm not having the blowout right now. I'm going to walk
Yeah.
away.
Hmm.
I want to hold this in my pocket, probably to figure out what I'm going to do with it or how I'm going to use this and so forth, which I thought was actually
Oh,
a
yeah.
smart move and not to do
Hmm.
it right there. And at the end of the day, stop having Slade do your dirty work. Because you know
Hmm.
what I feel is, and Katie kind of said at the bar, she was like, it's like Slade is telling Gretchen what to say, but Gretchen can't
Yeah.
remember what the story is. And so she's like, well, I'm gonna well, she was talking about Slade, so I'm gonna bring Slade up. It's like, no, girl, like you talk to her. You guys have it out. And I think that's why Tamara was like, no, I'm not doing it with
Yeah.
Slade. I'll do it with you. And I think that's why she
Hmm.
left. Um, but
It's
then
just a
they
little bit
did
of a
like,
mess.
yeah, it is. Then they did
Mm.
like a bit of they did like a screenshot and it showed like the four of them, like
Hmm.
Ryan, Slade, Gretchen, and you could
Hmm.
see why they're all friends. Like you could kind of see why
Yes.
they're, do you know what I mean? And they're kind of
Hmm.
laughing and joking, and I'm like, you guys think you've
Hmm.
gotten away with this. You think this is
Hmm.
all done. And you
I'm
don't
like,
know
no.
what they all know and the screenshots and all that kind of stuff. Because I really feel like they got rid of Katie. Like they really feel like,
Hmm.
oh great, we got away with this. It's good. She's
Yeah.
gone. She can't talk anymore. And it's like, no,
Hmm.
this is going to bite you in
Exactly.
the ass.
Hmm.
Um, so, and it kind of ended then. I was going to talk about Emily, but I'm just not because it's just kind of mean. It's a TikTok that I shared with you with this woman kind of like reading her last night. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
just like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like about her kid not being able to read. It's like, well, maybe if you were paying more attention to your kid instead of like digging dirt on Katie, maybe you would know what was going
Hmm.
on. And
Yeah.
then she was like, this woman on TikTok, she was like, wait, and you want to go on Wiveswap and said, and look after someone else's kids, but you can't even look after your own? I was like, this girl
Oof.
is so funny. It was so
Mm.
funny. But then,
Yeah.
calls out kind of funny shit. Um, last and last thing, there's a clip going around. It is of the war that's going on in Portland, and you have people in Barney's suits just dancing on the street with this epic sound, like just making fun of the whole thing. It's so
Because
funny.
it's like war torn Portland.
Yeah, it's like literally like Portland is like the quietest, like most beautiful kind of hippy
Yeah.
dippy place like ever.
Hmm.
It's so
And it's like,
crazy.
it's kind of a joke, but
I
yeah.
know.
Oh, wait, what about
Um,
Miami?
oh, tell me about, okay, so Miami, because okay, Oliver's gonna tell
Mm.
us about Miami because I don't watch it, but I just know there's some lesbian shit going on.
So basically, it's like all season, Adriana and Julia have been kind of like butting heads a
Yeah.
little bit. And it's like, what's been going on here? Basically, Julia's kind of, she befriended Alexia and Marisol and has gotten closer with them. And Adriana is not really close with Alexia and Marisol. So because
Okay.
Julia's closer with them, it's kind of just had this weird feud. Well, we get to the reunion and, you know, Julia, actually, no, I think it was in the finale. Um, Adriana was saying, like, to Julia, she was like, just, back off unless you want me to say, like, I'm protecting you. Like, don't make me
Yeah.
say anything like I might regret or that you might regret, whatever. Getting to the reunion. And Julia just drops this bomb. And she just says that she and Adriana slept together when they were in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, in the Hamptons? Wasn't that like season 4, I think? Like they went to the Hamptons together and then they showed clips of them. just being all lovey-dovey and all close to each other and whatnot. And, finally in part two of the reunion, we got a
But
little
only
bit
one
deeper
of them
into
is a
it.
lesbian, right? And so the
Yeah,
other one was
Julia, and
playing
she's
around.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and she's married. And it's like, and Julia said that she told Martina, she said Martina cried, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just a mess. And basically, they're trying to say, like, did y'all like fully sleep together or whatever? Julia was
Yeah.
like, well, I have a lot of respect for Adriana, so I just won't say anything. And Adriana was just like, you literally were all of it, like in my, like, but she said
Yeah.
they didn't scissor, so that's what she said. But it was just, it, it was, it was interesting. I'm
Some
like,
words.
oh my
You know,
gosh,
these words are getting to be
yeah.
like scissor, loads. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's just too graphic. Not that not that like I'm a prude or anything. Just some words. It's like panties, moist, wet. Like
Mm-hmm.
whoa. Like that's it. Um, anything else you want to add before we wrap it up today?
Oh gosh, no, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited for BravoCon, and that's pretty much
Yes.
it, I
I
guess.
can't
Yeah.
wait. I think I got my
Hmm.
outfit for the Friday, which is like monochrome burgundy. I found it.
Oh,
It's
that's gonna be
ordered. It's
nice.
coming. Yeah, just like all
Nice.
like burgundy, just for
Hmm.
the Friday.
Let's see.
And then I have got
Oh
other
yeah,
stuff like
that's
a
right.
dry
Yeah.
cleaned. Yeah, just for like the BravoCon day, the Friday I'm going to be there, walking
Hmm.
around. Look, I have a
Hmm.
pass for the whole weekend.
Hmm.
I can always change my flight if I want to do Saturday too. It's no big deal. So we'll see.
You should change your flight. You should change your flight.
And just get the fuck out of there Sunday morning early, maybe
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
early. I want to be back.
Yeah, just do
Um,
that.
Oliver, please tell everybody where they can follow you, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yes. Okay. You can always follow me at Oliver Sims IV, which is the Oliver Sims the fourth, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I mainly post all my stuff on all three platforms, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to post a lot of like episode recaps onto my YouTube channel as well. So you can find me there. And yeah, pretty much it.
Oliver, thanks so much. Thanks everybody for listening. My seasonings are available at chefstuart.com. Barbecue, Greek, steak, bagel. I have to send you some. And there is a code. There's a code for 20% off. It's still going Juicy 20 or Zach 20. I have to do Zach 20 today, 20% off. And we'll see you all back here next week. Bye, everyone.